Sam Wilson is on the hunt and ready to settle some scores. But will he only be getting himself into more trouble? Well, let's hop into the pages of Captain America Symbol of Truth issue number 7 and find out together, shall we? So then, picking up more or less directly from where the last issue left off, Sam is all kinds of pissed off after the Mohandan Prime Minister was murdered on American soil and under his watch, no less. And if that wasn't bad enough, Joaquin Falcon 2, Sam's brand new young sidekick, was also horribly brutalized in the attack as well. Captain America wants nothing more than to walk into Mohannda and deal with the killers. After all, it's obvious whoever killed the Prime Minister are also the same ones puppeteering a brand new civil war that broke out in the region not long after. In a very fun reversal of fortunes from the first couple arcs, it's now actually Senator Mansfield who's telling Sam that he needs to calm down and handle this situation with political tact, especially considering that Mansfield is still dealing with the fallout of the last near-international incident that took place in Wakanda because of Captain America getting involved. Sam stresses, though, that this isn't your regular old fact-finding mission or mission of peace. Oh no, this is a good old-fashioned superhero ass-kicking mission he wants to go on. As a compromise, though, Mansfield gets Sam to agree not to go in with some backup. With Falcon out of the fight, it looks like Sam is going to have to look elsewhere. And who he ultimately ends up finding to back him up is a big surprise, not just to Sam, but to us, the reader, too. It's Ian Rogers, the Nomad, everyone, adopted son of Steve Rogers, who everyone, from both the readers to Sam himself, assumed that Ian was dead and has been dead ever since the Secret Empire years. As we discover, he's been working deep cover dismantling Hydra cells all over the world. Even Bucky the Winter Soldier knew about this and gave Ian a brand new job at the Ministry of Utilities. In fact, it seems like the only people who didn't know that Nomad was alive are Sam, which very much hurts him, and well, even Steve himself. Yeah, for some reason, Ian hasn't gone to talk to his father, saying that, he'll figure it out eventually if he cares at all. Nomad and Cap make landfall in Mohannda, and it's made abundantly clear that these two have very different styles of superheroing that end up rubbing up against one another. Sam is given to think more tactically, to try and downplay collateral damage, and to try and save as many people as humanly possible. A, because he's just a good dude, and B, because he's seen how pear-shaped it can all go after his last mission. Nomad is completely different, though. He runs right on into enemy fire, gets into the heart of the fight, and tries to take down as many bad guys as humanly possible. Basically, he's Sam's mirror image, right down to fighting with a spear instead of a shield. We also get the very distinct feeling that there's some sort of tension and maybe even jealousy between Ian and Sam, neither man wanting to be seen as the other one's sidekick. It's also kind of funny considering that Sam Cap went on this mission originally as the angry, hot-blooded one, and yet here he is needing to teach lessons to Ian about being a better hero. Basically saying, yeah, hey, we all gotta fight, it's an active war zone, but you probably shouldn't kill everyone around you before offering your hand to rescue people from the rubble, or else you just look like a massive psycho. It's also here, too, we're introduced to one of the leaders of the Mohandan resistance movement. Clearly, she's going to be important, because you don't give a character a very noteworthy design like this and not have them be important later. She lets our heroes both know how bad things are getting fighting the military right now, and that things are no doubt going to get a lot worse before they get better. As the comic comes to a close, Sam really wishes he had Falcon by his side right now, but unfortunately Joaquin is fighting his own battle right now as he comes to in the hospital before eventually morphing into some sort of horrifying were-Falcon creature. Which, would probably be weird for any other superhero family, but then you remember that Steve has become a werewolf like a dozen times, so I'm sure it's all good. And so that was Captain America Symbol of Truth issue number 7, everybody, and I gotta say, Tochi Onyebuchi and the rest do an excellent job with this one, really ratcheting up the stakes for this arc, but also doing a great job reintroducing a character like Ian Rogers and using him for some really good effect here in this story. I love the rivalry that is beginning to form between Sam and Ian. Obviously, these two have some pretty deep and complex relationships when it comes to Steve and the mantle of Captain America, and I'm sure we're going to see the story potential in that ringed as we keep going. It's also cool to see Sam be a mentor and father figure in this story too, both as he attempts to be one to Ian and as we've already seen him be one to Joaquin. Overall, I feel comfortable giving this one a very solid 8 out of 10. Again, all the Captain America books have been really great recently, and I can't wait for the big Cold War event once we get there.
Hey there everyone, it's your old pal Cave Jewel, and if you're seeing me right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, which I am very appreciative of. It really helps drive engagement and retention and all that other good YouTube stuff. So does liking and commenting. Wink wink. If you like my content too, you should check out my Patreon page. We just redid all the tiers, so there's a ton of great rewards. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month, and well, it would just really help me out. It's never expected, but always appreciated. So until next time everyone, I've been Cape Joel, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.